Well, guys, the wind here is hectic. Like, it really is. But that's not the point of this video. This video is actually, it's a question. Can snow ruin a trampoline? The answer is no. Snow cannot ruin a trampoline. But there is some things that snow, but there is at least one thing that snow can do to make your trampoline not as good. Let me get off the trampoline for a second. So this is mine. As you've guys seen my trampoline multiple times. This is my new one I got. Well, not new because you've seen it in a few videos, but it's the newer one I got over the one I used to have. That was in past videos. But no, snow cannot actually ruin a trampoline. Because, you know, trampolines, they're made for they're made for the outdoors. They can stand, like, whatever kind of weather it kind of goes through, you know, because they're made for outdoors. Those clouds look so good on the camera. But this one thing that snow can do to your trampoline is it can stretch your springs out. If there's, like, a massive amount of snow on the trampoline, it can stretch your springs out to where, you know, they don't throw you up as much. So that's the only one, that's like the only like con of having snow on a trampoline. Usually if I get like a big amount of snow or something, then I usually take a snow shovel and just shovel all the snow off of it. But if you guys remember my fail flipping on a snow trampoline, when it has that much snow, or if it just like gets like a high enough, it can ruin your trampoline. If there's just a little bit of snow on the trampoline, that won't ruin it really. That like the strings won't really get stretched out so much. But you guys can probably see some of these strings here. They're a little bit stretched out. Like, let me see if I can't like look at a spring real quick. Plus, this mini trampoline, it looks really rough right now. But I think like one of these springs you can probably see like, okay, here's one. It's kind of hard. Probably might be hard to see on the camera, but let me face it a little bit more this way. So this spring, you can see how springs are usually supposed to be like really tight together. Well, this one's stretched out a little bit. I know it's hard to see, guys, but this one's kind of stretched out a little bit. I'm trying to hold the camera the best I can. It's kind of stretched out like a little bit, like you can fit your fingernail. Because you know, springs are supposed to be really tight. You know, there's like supposed to be like no gap at all. But some springs on this trampoline is kind of stretched out. You can't really tell that much, but I mean, you got some springs that are kind of like stretched out and everything, and then you have some that are really like tight together. Like, usually, like, what you can't do with this spring is usually, like, fit your fingernail, like, usually you can only get, like, your fingernail in between, but they're supposed to be, like, really tight together. Well, then you got some springs that are just kind of stretched out a little bit. Like, some you can probably just, like, take your hand and reach right off of it, or some you might need a spring tool. Like, this one here I can almost just take out by hand. That's like the only problem with snow, is that they can stretch out your springs. But that's just one thing. If you guys are still like trying to learn how to do any kind of flip or anything, that's probably like the one thing you guys should probably know about a trampoline, is that it can stretch your springs out, and it's not really that good it's not really that good an idea to keep snow on your trampoline if you're wanting to learn a new trick. Or say, for instance, you can do a backflip on a trampoline and you want your springs stretched out, and just put something on it to stretch them out. But yeah, guys, this is a short video, but just to tell you guys what snow can do to a trampoline, because I'm pretty sure that's probably a question you guys have. So yeah, guys, I'm going to look real quick to see if I can't find any more springs that are like really stretched. Not really. So yeah, guys, that answers the question. So, it's Trey Maximus. Peace out.